My attention is drawn to this man who is starting life over at 65. 65 years of age, you are starting over. Because of what? Divorce. Divorce. Now, you are starting life over at 65. You are now old. You are now most likely frail. You're weak. You cannot run. You cannot engage in many activities. You cannot be active and do many things. Now, you're starting life over at 65 because you are holding on to a marriage that was not working. You see? And now he can see the light at 65, the light that I can now see at 35 years of age. Now, for my case, I'm starting over at 35. Because of what? Divorce. Same thing. He's starting at 65, I'm starting at 35. He's 30 years older than me, but I have seen what he's now seeing right now. That marriage, in the long run, you find that it doesn't benefit a man that much. It's a lie we are being told. So, at 65, he's now dealing with very same issues that I'm dealing with at 35. But for him, he's dealing with heavier, same issues, but heavier than mine. For example, my marriage ended in divorce and we did it in court. He also did it in court. But because we are young, we did not have a lot of property, so it was easier to end the marriage. But for him, he has worked all his life. He has retired, he has accumulated a lot of property, and so when the marriage is ending, there was a very long court battle. He attended court, he even went to prison. There's a lot that happened in his life. Same thing, I went to court, he went to court. I was not jailed, he was jailed because there were allegations that he beat his wife, and some of the children even wondered, "Mom, why did you do this to Dad?" Now there were children who are adults, they can see that, "Mom, you are unfair to Dad." So he's dealing with very heavy court issues. I dealt with light court issues. Now you can see, young men, I want you to look at this thing, that if a marriage is problematic and you end it early, you can have your peace. Right now I have my peace. Now I can recollect myself. I'm starting over life as a single man and I'm just moving on well. Now at 65, how will he move on? He's now living with his brother. I thank God I'm in my ancestral land right now. I'm in my ancestral land. It is mine. I'm starting over when I have things already. So I have a base to start over. And I actually have an opportunity to even get another wife. And she will come and live a comfortable life. But for him, at 65, how does he get another wife to come and live a comfortable life? At 35, I can get another wife and still, you see, I'm very active. But at 65, the man is tired already. And both of us, marriage has frustrated us. But for him, he is experiencing more problems because he tried to hold on more. For me, I'm experiencing lighter issues because I let it go off earlier. And so one of the main lessons that I want to start with in this video is that if a marriage is problematic, bro, end it early. End it early. We can now see. Look at him. Bro, and you know there are so many men like him. A lot of men like him. But those men do not want to come out and speak. When you see a story coming up and then it starts trending, it means that a lot of people are going through the same thing, but only a few can speak. For example, when I created my video on my divorce, a lot of people watched that video. And they did not watch because they were surprised Gidi is divorcing. Some people didn't even know me. A lot of you, my viewers, don't know me. But you are just surprised. Who is this man who is divorcing? Like me, I divorced. Who is this man who is divorcing? Because I'm confident to tell my story. I divorced and I'm free. I can talk about it. So I have a lot of viewers on that video because they are afraid to speak. They are suffering in marriage. Some of them have divorced, but now they have hidden because it is shameful. So some of us who come out in the open to speak, we are watched. It is the same case with this man. Now, this man has come out to speak. A lot of old men are going through the same problem. Very problematic marriages in old age, but they cannot come out to speak. Some of the men have been protected by children from speaking. Some men, they have been blackmailed not to speak, but he has come out in the open to speak about it. That is why he's getting more attention. So a lot of men are going through this problem. And so the lesson I'm pushing to you young men right now as we start this video is that if a marriage has a problem, if a relationship has a problem, and you see that it is better to release it early. Don't keep holding on, because eventually it is going to mess up with your mental health. It will mess up with your time, your resources, and everything. If at 35, I can see the mess that a marriage can do to a man, what about at 65? Bro, at 65, the man is suffering a lot. And this brings me to a lie that people keep telling us, that when you take good care of your wife, she will take care of you during old age. That if you take good care of your wife, she will take care of you during old age. We have seen videos of men cooking. You find that there is a man frustrated, very old, cooking, and then they say that man did not take care of his wife, and so his wife is not taking care of him during old age. Bro, a woman can turn against you at any given point. You could have a good marriage until you are 55. You provided very well. You took care of this woman. You protected her very well. You are a good man. But then at 55, she turns against you. Like the case of this man now. He did everything humanly possible to make sure that the marriage was working. From his account alone, we can see that he paid the whole school fees of his children. He bought a home for his family. This man provided financial support in full, and he was present in his children's life. But what happened at retirement, when the woman sees that he has accumulated a lot of wealth, although we usually say that there are women in one community in Kenya, when they see that they have accumulated a lot, they usually frustrate the man. But we are not looking at that discussion right now. We are looking at the benefit of marriage, okay? So when the woman saw that she had accumulated enough from this man, then there was no point of having this man. She had the freedom to get out of marriage. Now, don't forget that this is the woman this man had entrusted with his wealth. The man used to send money to this woman, hoping that when he will be old, the woman will take care of him. Now, he's finding himself old alone after having been in a prestigious career. And I call it prestigious because when you ask young people or children in school, what do you want to become when you grow up? A lot of children say, I want to become a pilot. I want to become a pilot. A pilot is such a big deal in this country. And so you find that this man had achieved this dream way earlier when it was very admirable. In fact, at some point, I also wanted to become a pilot. Okay? So having been a pilot, earning a lot of money, owning a home, and then your wife turns against you at 65, at retirement. And so you have to start life over. So this whole thing they keep telling us, that take good care of your wife and she will take care of you during old age, it's a lie. My young bro, listen to me. Take good care of yourself. Take good care of your finances, and your finances will take good care of you when you are old. Don't take care of a woman that she will take care of you when you are old. Take care of your resources, and your resources will take care of you when you are old. Let's look at this man. He is now old. 65 is old, bro. We classify them as older adults. When we look at him, do we call him a baby boomer? A baby boomer or an ex? I don't know. I'll check. I'll confirm. But he's definitely an older adult right now. Right now, what can take good care of him? A wife or resources? Resources. Because right now he doesn't have resources. In fact, I saw the interview and they say he's living now with his brother. He's living with his brother, meaning that his resources are messed up right now. If he had money, he would have hired a house help to clean the house, to take care of him, and he would be having passive income right now. So let us avoid this narrative of take care of a wife and a wife will take care of you during old age. A wife will not take care of you. Your resources will take care of you. My bro, listen to me. If you've started working, start saving something for yourself. I'm happy that at 35, I've realized when I'm still very productive, now I've started keeping something small for myself. When I'm lucky to be old, because we don't know whether we will grow old, I don't even know whether I'll be 65 like him, but by God's grace, if I become old, my resources will take care of me. Not my children, not my wife. Resources will take care of me. And when we talk about children, you can see that the man donated a kidney to a child who later turned against him and even persuaded the mother to report him to the police station. Now, you give your kidney to your child, this child grows up, the mother intoxicates the child, and when you become old, this child tells the mother, report daddy to the police station, and the man goes to prison. And so you find that you are fighting court battles in old age. So this marriage is not taking care of you. You gave all you had, including your physical health, to your wife and your children. Now you are old, they are turning against you and taking you to prison. Your wife, your children cannot take care of you in old age. You will take care of yourself. Take good care of your resources. Are we in agreement, young men? And still on the lesson of your wife taking care of you during old age, a lot of people assume that your wife will always be healthy to take care of you. You know, some of us have gone to school to study health sciences. We have studied biology, the physiology and anatomy of a human being. We understand how the human body functions. And so when we see average people saying that, take good care of your wife, and when you will be old, your wife will take care of you. My brother, that one only works when your wife is younger than you by, let's say, 15 years. Okay? Like right now when I'm 35, and I marry a 20-year-old, that is a wife who will take care of me during old age. Most marriages, you find that a wife is older than a woman by 2 years. And let me give you a shocking fact from a healthcare perspective, because I am a healthcare provider myself. I have studied and researched health sciences. Women are more likely to develop health problems than men. You find that women have a lot of chronic health problems compared to men after 60. And so you will find that at 60, your wife will have more health problems. Some of these, you know, we study about estrogen. I don't want to go into those complicated medical jargon because you will be confused. But allow me to use this. When a woman hits menopause, the estrogen starts going down. And you know the estrogen is the one that helps to keep the bones strong. And so when the estrogen levels go down, you find that the bones become weak. The bones start becoming brittle. And you find that she's more likely to experience fractures, health problems like osteoarthritis. And so you find that your wife will have more health problems that you will have to deal with than you. As men, you find that, and I want you to go to research and confirm, men will have things like, let's say, heart attack, cardiovascular issues, and mostly it stems from being worried and being anxious about taking care of the family. And you find that a lot of men have fewer health problems, mostly cardiovascular, but you find that women have a lot of health problems. And so you will find yourself taking care of your wife more than she will take care of you. And society is lying to young men that when you take good care of your wife, in old age, your wife will take care of you. It is a complete lie. Bro, I want you to go to any family, or if you have old parents who are nearly the same age, let's say your father is 62 and your mother is 61 or 60, you will find that your mother has more health problems. Your mother is fatigued, your mother is going to hospital, maybe she's complaining of a headache. You find that your mother, sometimes she sleeps, she did not go to church because she was sick. And so your father is the one running up and down taking care of your mother. And bro, if your wife is 2 years younger than you or 3 years younger than you, and by God's grace you grow old, I pray that marriages go until people are old. When you become 60, 65, it is you who will take care of your wife. Let not anybody lie to you that it is your wife who will take care of you. Bro, you will still be strong at 62. Look at this man. He is strong at 65. But you will find that his wife is already going to hospital getting medications for pressure. But the man is very strong. You see? So do not succumb to the pressure of society telling you that a woman will take care of you when you are sick in old age. In fact, it is you who will take care of her. And I want to support something that has been peddled a lot out here. When people say that children usually take their mother to live with them and then they leave their fathers frustrated in the village. You've heard that narrative, right? I want to correct that narrative today, because I've never found a platform to correct that narrative. Having worked in the hospital myself and having taken care of older adults, I can tell you this for sure. Children take their mothers because their mothers are sick. They leave fathers in villages because fathers are strong. You find that as a father at 65, you'll be running up and down trying to change the cow to feed there. You are going to dig. You are generally taking care of the home. A 60-year-old man is still a strong man, bro. A 60-year-old man at 65, you will be stronger than a woman. Although you can't be stronger than a 35-year-old man like me, but you will still be strong. And so if you have a wife who is nearly the same age as you, maybe she's just 2 or 3 years younger, you will find that your children will prefer to take your wife because she's a sickling. She will be sick. Bro, that is why they take mothers. They don't take mothers because they love mothers. No, it is because Baba is still strong. Baba can still run the home, but Mama cannot even change something because her bones have become weak. I want to correct that thing today, and I want to pump it in the minds of young people that when you grow old, your wife will not take care of you. It is you who will be taking care of your wife. And if she will have the ability to take care of you and she finds she has more money than you, most likely she will abandon the marriage. The only way a woman can take care of you during old age is to marry these young people when you are 35. Like right now, I'm in my prime now. 35, I am now in my prime, okay? So if I decide to marry right now, I should marry a 22-year-old. So that when I will be in my 50s or in my 60s, she will be in her 40s. You see, when I'll be in my 70s, she will be in her she will still be strong. And her children will see no need of taking her. But where are you taking a 40, 50-year-old mother? Where? When I am old. The wife will still be at home, strong, running the home, taking care of me. But if your wife is nearly the same age as you, bro, prepare for your children taking your wife, not because they love your wife, but because your wife will have more health problems than you. But some of you will argue that women live longer than men. That one we agree. It is proven research that women live longer than men. There are some factors that contribute to that, but I don't want to go into that discussion because this video will be too long. Women actually live longer than men, but they live longer with more health problems than men. You find that, look for any old woman, you find that she's taking a lot of medications to manage a lot of diseases. But you find that an old man, maybe he's just managing pressure, and then he will die of cardiovascular diseases. You see, so women actually live longer, but they live longer with more health problems. So I want to dispel all the rumors and cancel all the narratives that children take mothers because they love mothers more than fathers. That is not true. It's because mothers are more sick and mothers have more health problems than fathers. And as a father, you'll be strong. So the lesson you can draw here is get a younger woman for yourself. Get a younger woman for yourself. And you'll find people telling you that, oh, you are intimidated by women who are your same age as you. You are intimidated by older men. No. That's not the thing, bro. For a home to be stable for the long term until you grow old, your wife has to be way younger. You see Atwoli is my neighbor. In fact, Atwoli's home is just 10 minutes from here. Atwoli is my neighbor here. If I just walk on foot 10 minutes, I'll be at Atwoli's home. Atwoli's first wife is not taking care of Atwoli right now. Why? Because she has more health problems. Yet she's just two or 3 years younger than Atwoli. She has more health problems than Atwoli. Atwoli is still strong. Telling people, Shenzi sana. Shenzi. Atwoli is still very strong. And so what did he do? He goes for a woman who is way younger than him. Why? Because he has admitted himself that I want this woman to take care of me. And so Mary Kilobi is taking care of Atwoli, despite having a good career. Now, where will children of Kilobi take Kilobi right now? Where will children of Kilobi take Mary Kilobi right now? Mary Kilobi is taking care of Atwoli until Atwoli dies. That is when Kilobi's children now will be teenagers and maybe they will be in their 20s and 30s. Atwoli will be long gone. And Mary Kilobi will have given sufficient care to Atwoli. That is why they tell you to get a younger woman. This thing I learned it way late. So don't let anybody lie to you that your wife will take care of you during old age. When she's 2 years younger than you, you will take care of her. And she will stress you. And you will always be stressed in that home. I am telling you the truth from the perspective of healthcare. This is not an opinion. It is a proven fact from research. Okay? So let me finish here, but before I finish, we've been talking about this man. If he had corrected his mess in marriage earlier by remaining single at 30, he would have accumulated more resources than he did. Now you see, he could not accumulate resources because he was fighting to keep a marriage. If a marriage is not working at a young age, it is going to work against you, bro. End that marriage earlier because as a man, you keep resources when you get out of a relationship or marriage. But a woman loses resources when she gets out of relationship or marriage. Do you know that? Just to put it into perspective, your girlfriend saves money by being in a relationship with you, my brother. You lose money by being in that relationship. When you get out of relationships and you become single, you start saving money and she starts losing money. And so any association you have with a woman, and it is proven from research that you will always lose and she will always gain. And it is designed that way in nature. We've been talking about the Brifold's law, that any female, when she benefits from a man, she stays. But if she can no longer benefit from a man, it doesn't matter whatever happened to you, she will leave. So you see, so you lose by being in marriage, and she benefits by being there financially. And so when you get out of marriage early, when you withdraw early, and you sit down to rediscover yourself, you find that you are accumulating more money. But when you enter into another relationship, you find yourself losing. So choose yourself early. Choose yourself early. Become single early. Release this thing early. Make sure that you start accumulating. Accumulate. Don't be this man, because he is now retiring by losing everything. And we are now learning that your own family that you love can make you end up with a lot of legal battles. So to avoid a lot of legal battles, bro, I think the best life is being single. It is something that we are now proving. It's being single. Okay? Although we have to live with these people, but now we have to live with them with brain. You have to prioritize yourself. They have always told us that provide for your family, take care of your family, and it will take care of you. We are learning now from this man that take care of yourself. Keep your resources. Because when you become old, your resources will take care of you. People will not take care of you. And overall, I want to tell young men that do not fall for these things where ladies say that marriage is no longer beneficial, marriage is not important. They need marriage more than we need marriage. Bro, I am a church person. I go to the Seventh-day Adventist church. I go to church every Saturday, and I interact with the people who go to church all the time. Ladies want husbands more than husbands need wives. Bro, you will never find men in church praying to get a wife. I also need a wife right now. Sometimes when I look at myself, I say that I need a wife. But I don't go to church to pray hard for a wife. No. Because I know when I decide I want a wife, I can get her. But ladies go to church to pray. Bro, you can find more than 100 women in church kneeling down, praying for marriage. God bless me with a marriage. God give me a marriage. But men, you never find men in church praying. So when they say that women, we also don't need marriage, they are lying to you, bro. They need marriage more than you need marriage. They are praying in church, and they read the word and they believe in God that God will help them with the marriage. But you, bro, choose yourself. Choose yourself. Thank you for listening to me. This is Gidia Kali, and we shall meet again in another video. Peace.